Welcome to the Stats on Stats Pod. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Doing well.
Yes, all good. Glad to be here.
Where y'all at?
In the house. No, I'm in Houston.
You
Houston.
wanna-
I don't know how they do it. I'm
What
not.
is
I'm
that?
not. I'm not a local. I'm H-Town.
Is that Longhorns?
Gang signing.
Yeah,
No, I think that's like
You
that's
have to
like
blur that.
that's like Longhorns or something, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Longhorns. Yeah, I'm in Virginia.
Okay.
In Virginia?
Yeah, I'm over in Virginia.
You don't want to throw up your hand signs too?
I mean, I ain't from Virginia. I think they do. I don't know. It's something.
2 up, 2 down.
2 up, 2 down. Yeah, something like that. VA. Yeah. I'm from South Carolina though. Yeah,
South Kakalaki.
South Kakalaki. That's right.
Like what? Interesting. Okay. Crazy. But are you going to Afrotech this year, Alante?
I hope to go. I probably, based on my participation in the actual conference last year, I'll probably be in the area, but may not be in the building.
He gonna be outside where the food trucks are and the music, just chilling.
Yeah.
Based on my participation.
Yeah, no, it's cool. That's what my family did. They didn't buy a single ticket. They were just chilling, eating food, listening to the music. So that's the thing. What about you, Josh? Are you Joshua Davis? Do you go by Josh or Joshua?
I do go by Josh. Either one. You could say JD. I know you say I'm gonna call him JD. You could call me JD. That works too. So I'm not going to a conference this year. I was gonna go to GovTechCon. That's I think it's gonna be in Arlington. It's gonna be up in Arlington this year, somewhere up in that area. I was gonna head up there, but got some dates mixed up, and we got going on a cruise vacation and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, that's the Simone
Bees, yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Oh, yeah, go take on.
Yeah, I heard about that one. All right, y'all. Well, Alante, you ready to get into it?
I was born ready.
You know
Hopefully.
what time
Right.
it is, right?
So look, do you know what's about to happen before we actually ask questions?
Josh does.
I'm completely unaware.
He not.
Ooh.
I hope he's not telling the truth. He don't be watching the first
I'm-
90 seconds of the
No,
podcast. It's
I'm
fine.
aware. I'm aware,
Yeah.
but I'm completely unaware at the same time.
Nah, I feel that. All right, so we're gonna be playing That's My Jam 90s R&B edition. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
keep it going.
no,
I can put it back up.
nope. Fade,
God.
fade that out immediately. All right, so
Can I,
here's
can
this.
I, can I
Go
get
ahead.
a hint?
For one of them, I'll give you a hint. Just one. All right, so here are the rules. We're gonna play 4 covers of 90s R&B songs. You have until the end of the song to guess either the name of the artist or the name of the song. If you get both, it's a flex. Points are still the same. All right, and you get 2 to 3 guesses. So
Okay.
We're live.
I don't care. Are you ready?
I thrive under pressure.
All right, let's get in. How about this?
Clutch time. Let's go.
Josh, if you want to give him a hint without cheating on ChatGPT, you could go ahead. So just say phone a friend.
Changing
Anyways.
the rules and all the options too.
Anyways, let's hit it. Anthony, play song number 1, please.
Have a feeling now, believing that you were the one I was meant to be with. Oh, how I'm wishing
It's fake.
Never heard this a day in my life.
about you and the love. How'd I ever let you get away? Don't it always seem to go? But you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Yeah, I
Don't
literally
it always
have
seem
no
to go?
idea.
You don't know
What?
what you've got till it's
That's
gone.
crazy.
I should have told y'all what I was doing in the 90s.
What were you doing in the 90s?
I probably listened to like 2 or 3 artists my whole upbringing.
Tupac and Biggie?
Tupac, Eminem,
What? You know what?
Jay-Z.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mute him.
That's
Yes.
why I said I'm completely unaware.
Stop.
Gosh.
JD, do you have any?
Nah, not for that one.
All
I
right.
don't
Okay.
know
So
that
that
one.
is. This is Got Till It's Gone by Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah, I've never listened to Janet Jackson like voluntarily. Michael Jackson, yes.
Song
But it
number
would've been
2.
like
Song number 2.
Yeah.
Stop.
2000.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
All right. Song number 2.
I came to hear the band today. I ain't thinking about you. I came to hear my drummer play. Boom,
It's got to be like Erykah Badu.
Yes. Nice. Don't stop it. Don't you dare.
Let it play.
Cause of the things you do to me when you boom clad. I want a rim shot. Hey, diggy, a rim shot. Hey,
Okay,
come on,
yeah.
rim shot. Hey, diggy, a rim shot. Hey, come on.
I'm gonna be honest. I had to.
See,
So you got it. You got the point.
my mom, big Erykah Badu. So I'm gonna thank my mom for that one.
All right. Shout out. Thanks, Mama. Shout out to the mom. I was gonna say we were talking about this earlier. I said, "What is a rim shot?" But we won't get into it. All right.
I played the drums, so I'm
See?
familiar.
Okay, musician.
Somebody. knows.
Musician.
All right.
Okay, we got a musician.
Yeah.
say he played the drums, yeah.
He's a jack of all trades, though. He does everything. Song number 3.
Me and my people be rolling, scheming on you and your homies.
Oh, I
The
know
very
this
first
song.
day of summer, all chromed out in a Hummer, babe. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this away. Do you and
Is
your
it City
girls wanna
High?
ride?
Who?
No.
Play all day, puff on the light. Say what, say what, say what. You know that I like it, baby. Girl, you know what's up, and you know what I need.
I don't know the song though. I know the song, but I don't know the artist or the title. Dang.
Cameron in the chat was
Does the
close.
chat want to help him out?
It's close, but it's not quite
Come on,
there.
chat. Come on, chat.
Do you know? Okay, so this one is "You Know What's Up" by Donnell Jones.
Donnell
Wow.
Jones, shit.
Hey.
Would have never been able to spit that name out.
Yeah, see, you need a Cameron's got it. He over here. On point. All right. Final song number 4.
Now any other day, I would play it cool.
Oh, this is my shit.
But I can't now, 'cause I want you. See, I'm hooked on how you flex your style, and I want to talk for a little while. I never really seen you type, but I must admit that I kind of like. So maybe if you have the time,
Hey,
we
I know
can
the
talk
song. I know the
about
song.
You being mine, babe.
Come on, Gianna, let's go.
Woo.
I might give you a
Man,
hint.
the artist name won't. It won't. It's a male artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Can you think of
before
them?
my time.
Oh, dang.
Alante over here
that's
trying to say
old.
he's 22. Are you 22?
I was, man. I know the song. Like I probably have it in a throwback R&B playlist.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a
Dang.
hint. Have you ever seen Transformers?
I just don't ever understand your hints.
Have you ever seen Baby Boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tyrese.
Okay, who was?
Oh, it's Tyrese.
Yes,
Oh, really?
Tyrese, Sweet Lady.
That's crazy. Yes, sweet lady. won't
Yes,
you be
yes,
mine? Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Yes, that was crazy. That was crazy work that you didn't know that.
There
but
was
it's
a
cool.
little melody in there that like that took me to the song like when it first came on. Same with Erykah Badu. It's like the pitch or something that they use in the original that kind of took me there, but didn't get me all the way there.
Anyway, all right. Well, good game. So we're gonna go into the reason people actually come here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you already know the vibes, welcome back. I'm Jordan, aka Jay, aka the Chosen One, aka Big Stepper, and I'm here with two co-hosts today. We'll start with the OG.
Yeah, I am Tiffany B. So we're excited that you're here for this episode, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself, our co-host.
I'm JD, Joshua Davis. That's my full government, if we go put that out there. So this is my first time being a co-host. I'm a cybersecurity analyst in the government tech field. That's what I've been doing for 2016, 2017, so almost 10 years, really. Combined military time and combined civilian time. So I just love this industry, love growing in this industry, and love, meeting like-minded individuals who looking to share their story, because I know we're all making an impact and helping people who may be starting. So that's what it's all about.
Let's go. We love to see it.
Also, and for
My man.
everybody else who may or may not know, this is a podcast where we get to talk to leaders in the cyber IT technology spaces. So speaking of that leader, we have somebody here with us who's going to tell you who he is, where he's from, what he does, and how long he's been in the tech space. You can take it away as well.
So, Alante Pritchett, you can call me AP, Alante, whatever works. I'm a SOC analyst, incident response being my specialty. I've been doing IR for about 10 years. No, like 8 years. Yeah, I won't round up. About 8 years. I love it. I started off in the gov space, government contracting, working with different integrators. Originally out of the DMV area, so that kind of just led me right to federal government there. And now I am doing IR with Shipped. I'm in the private sector. I feel free. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I couldn't have asked to, choose like a better field. It keeps me engaged, and I want to see other people, at any point, like, tap in, get insight, and go for it. Like, if you're looking for a rewarding career path, I think it's one for sure.
Were you in the military?
Me, no. I wanted to. I was going to go to the Marines, and then I got these on my neck, and then they were like, it's a wrap.
Okay.
Might have saved myself.
Yeah, I was wondering, because you said government contractor, and when I think government contractor, I instantly am like, which branch were you in?
Oh no. Navy contract, Air Force contracts, but doing SOC work and sysadmin, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. JD, if you have a question, hit me with one of these so that I can shut up.
I do have a question right off the rip. So coming from somebody I've only been in the government sector from the time I was 18, and I'm be 27 this year. So, and you say that you were working in the government sector, but now you work in private sector. Like, what was that transition like, and what difference do you see from working somewhere like Shipped from when you worked like with these military contracts?
Freedom, honestly. I've really been put into a space where I can like be myself. I feel like it was like a breath of fresh air, honestly. Like I mentioned, I worked on contracts with like Marines, Air Force, Navy, and some of the environments can be a little stuffy and very strict. So I feel like that was good. Like it got me started. But as I met people who were working like in the private sector, and they spoke about like the work-life balance, even like dress, like attire, I'm like, man, I worked remote on a government contract, and I had to sit on a 10-hour shift in front of a Zoom call for 10 hours. And now I don't turn my camera on. So little things like that, like the freedom, the flexibility, I love that. The transition was pretty seamless because I felt like the high pressure environment just prepared me for, I would say, anything at this point.
So I've also made that transition, and here's something I want to ask you, Alante, in terms of that transition, because you mentioned how the gov space can be stuffy. When you think about where you are now in the private space where it's not as strict, like when it comes to that shift, though, how do you feel like it impacts the way you have to respond as a cybersecurity analyst or an incident responder?
Ooh, good question.
Man, I at first I was kind of nervous. Like everything was like black and white before. And now it's like, here you are, you know, we brought you here to solve problems. Go, you know? So then it's like, okay, well, I usually would do X, Y, and Z. So I can still do X, Y, and Z. And it took some getting used to, but now it's like doing X, Y, and Z, like working by the playbook, but also having the freedom and the support to go outside of the playbook to get the job done. So I feel like at first, that might have been one of my pain points where I'm like, I don't want to do something wrong because, you know, it's like you do something wrong, somebody's calling you, why'd you do this? But now it's like, hey, and specifically now we have like blameless, like after action reports. So we're literally looking to how to do things better, not focusing on like scolding somebody. So, you know, after getting that experience now, it's helped me a whole lot. I feel like I'm better. I'm better now. Get to use my brain a lot more.
Did you kind of experience that? I mean, because you've shifted a number of times from, like, did you ever feel like things were changed, and how were things different for you, Jordan?
We both did.
But I'm asking you.
I think the biggest difference for me was just what you were talking about. When you're in government contracting, I feel like you can, I don't want to say it like this, but one of the reasons I had to get out was I was like, I'm too young to feel like I don't have to do a lot. It was very much so, this is what you do. And oftentimes a lot of people really just do what they're supposed to do. They don't necessarily go above and beyond to like upskill and things like that. So that was a big change, was obviously you have to kind of embrace being a self-starter and really, you know, trying to be more dynamic and really keep up with the tech and stuff like that to, you know, essentially for me to support my customers. But yeah, that was kind of the biggest thing. Oh, and then working remote is dope. See, I didn't have a cool job in government contracting where I got to work remote. I had to go into the office, and I didn't like that too much because the hot swapping is what really killed me. That hot swapping, like everybody sharing keyboard, that was nasty. That was nasty. So I like being in the comfort of my own home. Yeah.
I've never got to experience the remote life.
Yeah, I used to work after a heavy desk eater in the SOC one time. And
No.
come in there, pick up the keyboard, shaking it out. I even do it at home. I keep my lights on even for myself because I just try to stay clean. But I would come in.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hey, so you said you're incident response, you're a cybersecurity analyst, JD. So let me ask Alante, because you also being a cybersecurity analyst, I think this is a good question for both of you. But Alante, what does a incident responder do? And then Joshua, what does an analyst do? We'll start with Alante.
Gotcha. So incident response, you get a bunch of events, a bunch of security happenings going on throughout the day. Some benign, some malicious. The benign things, we're trying to identify the things that are benign and get them categorized, labeled, get that noise out of our way so we can try to focus on the malicious things if they're coming through. And when we find things that look malicious, we investigate to identify at which stage of this attack, you know, the actor is in. Wherever we catch it, we try to, our response efforts try to break that process that they usually follow. So pretty much just got to be aware of, you know, the tactics and procedures of adversaries to then be able to identify like, oh, they're trying to phish us. Let's not let them. And we apply remediations as needed. So blocking, you know, certain domains and IPs to stop people from communicating, blocking senders from sending emails, finding malware, removing it off of devices, and again, then building like prevention methods to not let the same thing ever happen again. That's another thing really got to do.
Very textbook. I like that. You know exactly what to expect, but thank you. So what is it, Joshua, what does a cybersecurity analyst do?
So cybersecurity analyst is kind of like a broad term. Like I actually do the same thing that Alante does pretty much, but as a SOC analyst slash, incident response analyst, that ties into us tuning our tools, our SIM alerts to detect any type of attack adversary that comes in, as far as like excessive logins or unexpected IPs and stuff. So we have to tune our alerts to detect certain things, and we also ingest different threat intel. So every day, I'm always on the hacker news, always on these threat feeds, seeing what's out there in the wild. Like, how can I better tune my SIEM system to detect these things? Although we may not be vulnerable to them yet, how can I get ahead of the game? How can I make the job easier for all of the analysts? And also how can we prevent something like this from becoming an incident? Like, we're always in that incident response like mindset, but if we're not actively responding, these are things that we're doing.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds stressful.
So Alante, let's take it back though, right? We out here trying to protect the world against the cyber threats. Let's go back to the very first thing that sparked your interest in technology or cyber IT. So before you were a guru, what were you doing?
Man, trying everything under the sun, honestly. Like, gaming probably was the closest thing to tech that I guess I was before I jumped in and, tried to make it a career. I would just I just love tech. So phones, computers, staying up to date with the latest devices. It was like a trend, one, but I would always go a little further. So jailbroken phones, even going back to like MySpace or Bebo, like custom, backgrounds. I'm doing my own colors and doing stuff like that, custom ringtones, like side loading phones and things. And then I met a guy and he just was like, this is what I do for a living. You should check it out. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, man, people like do this for work and they make a decent living. Okay. Cause all I had heard of prior to that was like hackers and like how they would make a living. So, he's my mentor, my uncle. I call him both depending on who I'm talking to, but he gave me, pretty much point me to Security Plus. I was like, all right, I can get with this. And, he, showed me the school he went to. He went to school online at Strayer. I was like, you can get your bachelor's, get your Security Plus, and you'll make a good living. And I'm like, all right. And from that point, I pretty much would do everything he said in terms of studying and learning different things. And that's what got me in. I started as a sysadmin because that's what he was. So went into a sysadmin role and then found out about the SOC, and that was I'm like, oh, this is like the hacker. This is like hacking, but I'm anti-hacking. I'm like, yeah, this is where I need to be. And from that point, I was like, I don't want to work outside of the SOC, really.
Gotcha.
So stay with it.
How do you feel like that sysadmin time has helped you in terms of foundational knowledge and getting to the point where you are as a cybersecurity analyst or incident responder?
I hate to say it, the best thing about it is it was so, things were like black and white. So I knew what I had to do. And once I got a feel for it, I spent most of my day learning outside of work. And so I was on site government. I knew when things got slow, like the last 3 hours of the day. And I was doing an online bachelor's program. So I'm studying, doing schoolwork. I feel like that was the best thing, honestly. But I did get introduced to some of the technologies that I was learning, like group policy. That was one of the biggest things, and working with Active Directory and the those skills, like getting hands on with them, so long ago, those things have stuck with me and helped me along the way.
All right, that's all good. That's cool. That's cool. So you said you had, based on what I know about you, Alante, you did a lot of stuff. Like you were cutting hair. You were, like you said, you were like, okay. So then you get into technology, right? So now that you're here in technology, and you had a mentor, we always talk about how important mentors are. Are you mentoring anybody right now? And if not, if somebody were to ask you like, hey, you know, I too am doing all of the things, right? I'm a similar path as you. What kind of advice would you give to that person who's like, I'm trying to get in the game?
Yeah, so I wish they were closer in terms of like our relationship when it came to mentoring, but I have two brother-in-laws. The third one, I don't think he's gonna go with this field, but they want to get into the field. They're college age, like freshman, sophomore age, and I pretty much send them everything I can and tell them like, hey, try this course. Like, let me know any feedback. I help you walk you through it. I told them my path, and I pretty much would say like, if it's not me, like find someone who did it and like just do what they did, or at least try it. You know, so if you are interested and you know someone, even if they're like in an entry level role, they can help you, you know, learn how to land, or help you possibly learn how to land like an entry level role. How would I like to say? Don't recreate the wheel. Just grab one, grab a wheel and roll it. Certifications, Security Plus is like, you know, one of those. Is it like I want to say it's a baseline like DOD cert. So I would say grab it, you know, and and there's so many different ways you can go. But yeah, it's just like I just say follow somebody. That's the biggest thing. Like don't try to do it alone. Unless you can't, you know, work with people. Like there's so many people out here that are willing to help.
What about Joshua? I'd like to ask you the same question.
I had a question. Wait, what was your question?
Yeah, just
What kind of advice
yeah,
would you give to
just-
somebody who's interested in transitioning into?
I was gonna say that.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so rude.
Oh, was that your question too? Yeah, I got a lot on that. So the advice, if you're using someone as a resource, like don't just ask anybody. You really want to ask someone who is willing to help you. And my biggest advice, anybody who wants to get in, just go for it. Don't wait too long trying to figure out, oh, what should I learn? Should I learn this? Like, there's going to be plenty of time to learn. Just get started. Like, please get started. Try to, like you said, mentor. And I'm mentoring a few people now. And I always tell them, hey, use me as a resource. You might not like everything that I'm going to say because typically things are going to be like hard work. It's not hard, but it's time. You have to put in time in this industry to, for one, let's not talk about getting a job yet. For one, land an interview. All right. And after you land an interview, all right, you have to prepare for that interview. Like you really have to be on top of your game because it's a lot of hard work. You have to be willing to put in that work. People are trying to find what's the quickest way. Cannot like, all right, if you're trying to do that, then everything is not going to be quick. Like that's rare occasions. You really have to like lock in and like Alante said, Security Plus. You get your Security Plus, that's like a very baseline cert that most of these job descriptions have as a requirement. And once you get that, that's when you need to start doing projects. There is hundreds of projects on YouTube, so many resources. So getting hands-on experience, that is what these recruiters want to see. That's what these hiring managers really want to see. And also in that process, have fun with it. Like really just have fun with it because if you're going to get a career in cybersecurity, these are the things that you're always going to be doing, learning. Okay. You're always going to be learning because technology is always changing. And there is a different threat actor out there literally every single day. And we got to learn their tactics so we can defend against it. That's fun. I don't care what nobody say. That's fun.
So what you're saying is if you're not having fun, it's not for you.
Definitely. The
Yeah.
amount of time you got to put in, especially if people, I think people get on the internet and like you mentioned, like the fastest, and it's a lot of, propaganda, like, hey, the ads, if you want to start a 6-figure cybersecurity career, do this.
In 30 days.
It's
30
not
days.
going to work like that. Definitely got to
Figures.
put that time
Come
in.
on now. Don't do that to these people, please. They gonna be looking after 30 days. Oh, I still can't get an interview. I'm supposed to be making. Do you know how to do this? Well, no. Do you know how to? Do you have any hands-on experience? Well, no. Okay, let's talk. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. It's okay.
So both of you have kind of mentioned how it's not easy to do, these roles for a lot of reasons. So when you think about mentorship, right, in light of that and what people do have to go through and the amount of time people have to dedicate to it, what do you say, or what is your philosophy for people who come to a point where 30 days has passed and they're not where they want to be and they start to maybe say, like, I don't know that I'm cut out for this role? What do you give to them in terms of positive feedback and motivation to continue to move forward?
Okay, so when it comes to something like that, I would really say, like, don't put that type of time limit on yourself because chances are, like, you're going to get past that threshold and you're not going to have accomplished what you want to accomplish. Like, focus on learning. Don't focus on getting that job necessarily. Focus on learning the things that you need to know to obtain that job. Because the job search, that's a whole different ball game. Like, just know what you need to know. Read these job descriptions. Learn those skills that they're asking for. Because at the end of the day, if you apply to this job and they don't reach back out, it's not because, oh, you did something wrong. It's simply because like everybody's applying to these roles. Like, you're not gonna get feedback when you want it. Learn the skills. They will find you. You're gonna eventually get a job if you keep learning the skills and just be patient. Like, you're gonna eventually like get a job.
Yeah, I pretty much would say the same. Like, you can't put yourself in like on a timeline, not your own timeline. The world just doesn't work like that. Like, you can set deadlines and goals, but you gotta be flexible. When I'm thankful for my mentor because like he just told me like just keep your head down, apply, study, apply, study, apply, study. And I was lucky enough to live with him, so I literally wanted to show him like, hey, like I would be sitting in the kitchen on my laptop day and night, like studying. I'm studying. So if it didn't work out, I go back and like, hey man, this ain't working out. What to do now? But yeah, it took about a year, and I just happened to get a call. It wasn't even a job that I applied for, like for me, and I didn't even have my cert yet. I was still studying. I was like, I wanted to be comfortable. But the job called, they were like, you need to get Security Plus in 30 days. So I was like, got the job. They told me to get Security Plus. I felt like I was ready. I took the test like the first week of the job. And then from there, things just started to fall in place. But it was just maintaining like knowledge. So like studying, that was the key. Staying in the books, being prepared when opportunities align, and then you can't lose. But to say, oh, in 2 years, I want to be making $250,000 or something like that, like I would say good luck to anybody. Like, definitely set your goal, but don't be so hard stuck on yourself to where you would want to ever give up. If this is something you want to do it. And there's so many different things you can do. Like, I want to get into offensive security, and every time I think I'm getting far, I run into a challenge that makes me feel like I know absolutely nothing. And I will tell you, I'm never going to stop. I'll go back to square one and try different materials to learn with before I ever give up.
Like it.
Yeah, that all goes back to be okay with failing, right? Because that's you fail forward, right? As long as you're being persistent, as long as you believe in the vision, like failure is gonna happen. That's how you learn for real. So I like that. I like that a lot.
Real quick, AP, you mentioned that you are interested in offensive security. I am as well. So like, what resource are you using for that learning?
A little bit of everything. So Hack the Box is my favorite in terms of like the labs that they have. They're definitely challenging. It's like when you see easy boxes on Hack the Box, yeah, their version of easy is totally different. TCM Security, I'm doing their PMPT course. I like the video content to pair that with like the Hack the Box because it's all reading. And sometimes I like read myself to sleep, but with videos, I'm like locked in. So those two. And then just anytime I see it's a guy on Twitch. I haven't watched him in a while. I can't even think his Twitch has been so long, but he had a really good Twitch stream that he used to do weekly. I will watch it, but he's pretty advanced, so that's what kind of got me away from it. It's like speaking Chinese or Mandarin, something like that.
Oh man.
And yeah, just anybody. John Strand, is it John Strand? John Hammond? What? Black Hills. They do a lot of free stuff. I just say look for anything. That's my biggest thing. Always looking for something.
Same. Yeah, those are the same exact resources that I've been using. Black Hills, they actually just sent me some free content, some free stuff, some stickers and stuff. So yeah, I'm locked in with Black Hills. So yeah,
They get it in.
They do. They do.
So while we're talking about this, and both of you are aspiring to do offensive security, do you want to kind of talk to our listeners in case anybody is wondering what the difference is between defensive and offensive security and like why you're so interested in making a shift to offensive?
Yeah. So for me, the desire to make the shift, I don't want to say I feel like, I know everything on the defensive side, but I feel like the offensive side it's just like a different reward when you can crack these like unbeatable puzzles. It's like being on a game and having that unbeatable level. That's how I feel, so it's like, things might change when I get there. I might be like, oh, I want to go back, but playing defense and seeing like some tactics, it's like, man, like you thought of that, like, or y'all thought of that. Somebody thought of this. Oh yeah, this is what I want to challenge myself with, to be able to do the same at some point. That's really it. And I think playing defense, you see a lot of cool stuff. So they probably on the other side, they probably like, oh, well, that was good too. Maybe on the other side, they're probably like, oh, they got some good firewall rules or something, But for the ones that, get in and have a lot of success, they probably laugh at us. But yeah, I want to see what it's like on the other side.
Day password is 1 2 3 4.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like the same for me. So I've been on the defensive side, and so I recently got the certified incident handler certification, and that certification teaches you the hacker techniques, but it teaches you how to defend against them as well. I kind of got drawn into the hacking. I was like, man, I might be able to do something with this because like I kind of know what like defenses are in place, and that's kind of teaching you how to like get around those. And like you said, that different like reward, like you're actively like tinkering and doing something to try to infiltrate a system. While like when you're a defender, I mean, yeah, you're kind of being proactive, but you're not like really hands on keyboard, like trying to like, you can't like aggressively defend in my mind. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's kind of like more so chill. Like you doing your thing, but like you're chilling. Like if you're offensive, like you're trying to penetration testing. Like you're trying to get into that system. Like your hands on keyboard, trying to find different information, different vulnerabilities, and I'm like, okay, like yeah, it's all fun, and all together, it's all gonna make you like a better cybersecurity professional. You don't necessarily have to just stick with one thing. That's why I love this industry.
Defense wins championships, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just, but have y'all considering your background in defensive? Have y'all considered purple team?
I have,
Definitely.
yes.
I would say like as long as I don't get out of like the playing field. If I went red, that would be cool. If I went straight pen test, purple, I still enjoy the blue. It's just like, as long as I'm seeing, the game, it's like watching like any back and forth game, tennis, basketball, football. To see the back and forth is always like, it's entertaining and engaging. Like, like you said, we're chilling on defense. That's cool. But then like, we have to increase our defense when the offense beats, our defense. So it's like anything in the realm, being in the middle, playing both, do that for sure. Play both sides. As long as I'm
Exactly like AP is saying. So I kind of like, I'm gonna use sports references. Football, for example. So playing football, like growing up, when you're young, you do it all. But like when you kind of get more experienced, they kind of, okay, you go be running back. You can't play linebacker no more ever again. You running back for the rest of your life. That's it. You're done. But like
Travis Hunter.
yeah, like it's one Travis Hunter in the entire world. Nobody else is allowed to do that. So I'm like, man, if I can be Travis Hunter in cybersecurity, that's what I'm gonna do. But like you don't really see a lot of purple team roles out there. That's what I've noticed. Unless you come in as like a red teamer or a blue teamer and you kind of be like, hey, we should implement this or we should implement that. So that can happen, but it's rare. So right now the offensive stuff is pretty much just a hobby until I'm in a situation where I can be like, hey, I know how to do this. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping.
That makes sense. I've never seen a job opening for purple team, to be honest. Now I'm gonna Google it. Go ahead, Tiffany. I gotta know.
there'll be like 5 openings.
Worldwide.
Alante, what do you do to balance your technical growth as well as your career development while you're working?
Man, not sleep. But like going, I guess you could say, above the call, that helps sometimes. So, we have SOPs to follow. And then it's like, what can I do to help me while I'm doing this? So look for opportunities inside the work, one. And one thing for me that I could just like think of right now is like my ability to communicate, like written communication. My written communication, I never really had to, outside of, working in this field, I never really wrote, like, wasn't a good writer, I guess you could say. So now I'm like taking efforts to try to be a better writer. And I have all these AI tools that help. I don't just like, hey, tell me, write out something like this, but I'll take a writing of my own and like ask AI to like help me. So then now I've been using that to help me, develop my own writing skills, to see like get better with sentence structure and ensuring I'm including things. And then, like I said, then not sleeping, which is not recommended. But like the other night, I was like Saturday night. No, it was Friday night, Thursday night. What's today? I don't even know what today is. That's bad. It's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
It's yesterday.
So Thursday night, I was up in CrowdStrike U late, and I was tired. And then I happened to hop on my work laptop, and I'm like looking in CrowdStrike, and boom, found some malware. So then it's like a double whammy. I got to get some practice in, and as you can see, I went above and beyond at work. And then I spent my Friday responding to a malware incident, which was not ideal, but Good opportunity.
You look and you will find.
Look and you will find. So, okay, somebody asked a question actually. It's what are some skills you feel help you exceed in your current role?
In my current role, I feel like the skills are really learning how because we use Splunk. Splunk is our primary SIEM system. So I feel like really learning how to utilize that will help you excel. And also, we do weekly threat intel reports. So we have to write a threat intel report every week to present to stakeholders. So like Alante had mentioned, like writing is something that you're eventually going to have to do if you advance far enough. So really locking in on that and being able to present these technical threat intel reports to non-technical stakeholders and clients to where they can, understand what we're talking about. Um, and also really being open and willing to continuously learn. Like once you're in the in a role, you can tend to kind of get complacent because it's like I was working so hard to get here and now I'm here. You once you get here, you have to you want to stay here. So you're gonna have to be open and willing to like continuously learn, like go out of your way to like learn new things that will benefit you. And there's no shame in asking your manager like, hey, like if there's a new skill that you need to learn? Like what skill could I learn that would help benefit this team? They'll tell you. They'll tell you like that's their job. Um, so yeah, always been open and willing to learn and really hone in on your craft.
Yeah, like Alante said, don't sleep.
Yeah.
And if you do fall asleep reading something.
Yeah,
Yep.
like they say,
Yep.
what's your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5 look like? Just because I go to work from 5 to 9 or 9 to 5, I'm still doing cybersecurity when I get off work. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to see how I can be better in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I would say like the technical skills, there's so many. So if I had to think of one just in general, like networking would be one. That's something that if you understand, you set yourself up for success in like a variety of roles in tech, whether it's offensive, defensive, cyber, engineering, network engineering, all that kind of stuff, cloud security, understanding how computers work, how they communicate, like it's big. Outside of that, man, so many things. If you like, one thing, like coding, if you pick up something that you like in tech, I feel like you'll never reach like full mastery. So it's a lot of little things that you can do. And I wouldn't want to say like pick up a certain skill and this is going to guide you to be successful, but find something you like, whether it's like Python. And if it's Python, like learn everything you can and don't stop learning. If it's networking, like keep learning because there'll be new network attacks. Python will have some updates. I don't know not too much about Python, but whatever it is, just don't stop. There'll be hundreds of books, courses, etc. to always learn something.
Yeah, for sure. I actually have a burning question, one that I just can't get out of my head. Alante, what kind of gaming did you do? Like, what game did you play? What was your thing?
So mainly sports, but GTA 5M was like my one that really kind of brought me like really close to tech, like running my own server and using like VPC, setting it up for people to come play on my server, custom server, and like my own world. It was like one of my biggest gaming / tech projects. And now I'm playing like a bunch of sims, like simulators, like fishing. I've been fishing at some like spots all over the world thanks to this one fishing simulator. It was cool. And a crime simulator where they're like breaking in houses and like knocking people out with AC gas. And like, I play like everything. If it's on the net, like, if it's on Steam, I'll try it. I'll give it a try.
Right on. When you said Sims, I was like, people still play The Sims? That's
People
what
do,
immediately went
but
to
not
my
me.
Really?
Yeah.
They still be like
Big time.
that game had me in a chokehold when I was in like middle school. I was like, oh, they're gonna get married and have a fight. That show had me in a chokehold. And they used to just be like, when they were like mad.
How did he talk?
You never played it?
Just like that.
This
They
still
did.
sounded
They
bad.
did. And then like the girls would get pregnant in like 30 seconds. And then, so I'm sorry. Anyways.
You leave them alone too while they start stinking.
Oh yeah, I had a little odor thing floating above
Yeah.
right?
That show was crazy. Or that game was crazy.
Tiffany, you never played it? No.
When that game was out, she was like, she was past it. She was past it.
I wouldn't have played it anyway.
Why?
I've seen it and I'm like, that's boring.
No, you get committed. You get committed. Anyways, I'll let you get us back on track.
Give me Mario or something. Let me run around and try to save the princess.
Nah. Nah.
Oh, well, we didn't even really get into your journey, but there is something that I know about you, Alante. First of all, we talked about, you having mentors, but I know that you also created your own Discord server where on that Discord server you take time to mentor people and kind of help them to train as well as, alongside of you. So can you talk about that and, why did you choose that as your platform to try and help others?
Yeah, so gaming brought me to Discord, and I met a lot of people, like in my life physically, face to face. But after being introduced to Discord, and it was like during the pandemic, I met, I don't know, hundreds of people, right? So then I'm like, Discord, this is like, to me, it's the platform of the future when it comes to like community building and engagement. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make a Discord. I had one for like gaming already. So I'm like, this is fun, this is leisure. And we spent like, honestly, like I will game for hours. Like if I'm not trying to study, or like, all right, I turn on the game, I can game for 12 hours after, after clocking out. So let's take that same energy and effort and put it into learning something and, being progressive. And then using a tool like Discord where all my guys know how to work it because they game. Now let's learn some things that can help us get into careers that, will help us, our family, then we could teach the people after. So yeah, I fell in love with Discord because of gaming. And then all my gamer friends, I'm like, we PC game. So I'm like, a lot of people, y'all built your own PCs. Y'all have tech experience. Let's turn that into a career, like you literally, cause I didn't know, I literally had no idea at first, like that people had careers like this. Literally, I was like early 20s and it was like a shock to me that people like did this. I knew computers existed, but I just didn't know the capacity.
I miss the days when you and Tiffany were on Discord talking to each other late into the wee day about what were y'all doing? Try hack me or hack the box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be like, you talking to your little friend? They would be on there like gamers, like really like gamers, like on there like, oh, did you do this? Did you get there? Ooh, it was funny. I missed that. Get back to it.
Yeah, it's been a couple of months, hasn't it? We definitely need to get back.
I mean, aren't you the one that just sent us that CTF message? Like,
Yes.
True,
So
we
we on. We on next weekend. That'll bring us back, and Trayvon's gonna get on. He got his lab set up. I forget what today is. It's Saturday. He got his lab set up Thursday, so he should be ready.
dope. So let's talk about
CTF.
all right, the moments. Go ahead, Joshua. I couldn't hear you.
Well, what was the CTF you said about Trayvon? What CTF?
Bug crowd.
Yeah, Bug Crowd is doing one. It's a what's the conference that's in Vegas?
DEF CON, Black Hat.
Falcon.
It's like a black hat theme. I don't want to say themed, but like they're offering it with that crowd in mind. I think they use some language referring to like black hat.
Okay.
JD, you need to join the Discord so you can be with them into the wee hours of the night playing Try Hack Me Hack the Box.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
I'll do it. Man, that kind of leads me into kind of like a question when basically saying being into the wee hours of the night. So like there's a lot of highs and lows in cybersecurity when it comes to like this learning process and stuff. So like have you ever experienced like burnout and like how did you manage that? AP.
yes, all the time, and that's one thing that as I get older, I need to like be more conscious of. Like, I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, I'm just done. But I get to a point where I'm like, I love the game and it's like relaxing. So like, there'll be times where I'm like, I have to do my work, but I'm like struggling through my work. So then I just like kind of detach. So in those moments, I'm not going above and beyond. I'll get the job done. You know, I'm keeping my job, but I got to focus on me. So then I'm gaming. I got a bunch of different hobbies. Like I leave work, I'm closing the computer, might put it under the couch. Like I might even turn off my gaming PC and not be in Discord for a week. And then people are like, where you been all week? I'm like just being a person this time, being a person. So like, that's my biggest thing. Like I've noticed more often, I guess now I have kids. So like I have to do stuff with them. They require time and attention. So it's like, I have to now, which is good. But, yeah, that's my biggest thing. Just detaching at some point, just leave it.
Yeah, it's kind of similar with me because I recently just had my first child with my wife. She's 7 months old, and like it really detaching. Like whenever something like that comes along, like and a responsibility kind of arises, you don't realize like how much you've really been like locked in to your career and to this cybersecurity stuff. It's like it's really good because like the people around you can really suffer if you don't kind of like lock in and be like, okay, I'm not at work. I can take a day or two or shoot maybe a week and like really, spend time with my wife and my children, like really my child, just one child, and spend time with them and like really just engage instead of, being like locked into the career.
Yeah, congrats on the new little one.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that'll do it for sure. That'll definitely get you away.
Yeah.
I can't relate. I can't relate, but I believe it for sure. Actually, we're about to hit time, so this is the part where I thank you both.
Wait.
Oh, I'm just playing. I don't thank you both. I'm just kidding.
Joy. Where does his joy live?
Huh?
When you're not analyzing logs, tuning sims, creating SOAR playbooks, what is it that brings you, both of you, joy?
My family, my wife and my child, being able to come home to people who don't see you as the cybersecurity professional, this guy doing really cool things during the day. Like they just see me. I'm just Joshua. I'm husband and I'm dad. Like so, really having that and being able to like really level myself out, and it really helps you really see the bigger picture in life, and they're what really keeps me going, honestly. And also TV shows. I love TV and movies. It's that's my thing, honestly.
You've been watching From Wags to Riches?
You say what? It's about rich dogs or something?
Honestly, I don't know. I saw the Netflix title, but I think my sister said it's like Wives and Girlfriends.
Yeah.
Sounds
They like
something
married
you would
like
watch,
NFL
too.
players and businessmen and stuff like that. I watched the episode or two.
Oh, that sound
I knew
interesting.
somebody would know.
Sound interesting. I've been watching the show called it's called Blind Spot.
Oh,
Yeah. It got me so
Okay.
locked in, bro. It got me so locked in.
bro. That's been my detachment activity for, I'm not sure when it dropped, but from like the last 3 weeks, I watched from episode 1 to last night. We're on like season 4, episode 19.
Oh, you
So,
been moving. I'm on season. I started watching like 3 weeks ago too. I'm on season 2, like middle of season 2. So yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's bad. My daughter, she's too young, but she's like, we've been spending so much time watching. She's like, can I watch your show with you? And I'm like, I know you want to spend time with us. We're binge watching crazy. Like, yes, but then it's times I'm like, up, get up, go in your room. Like, so yeah. But outside of like watching TV, this is my family time. It's like the TV my wife likes to binge watch. That's how I watch Wags to Riches. So I watch like Housewives and all that with her too, Sundays. But for me, I like adrenaline. So I like go to the track. The track opens in Houston next week, so I'll be going to the track to watch some races. And I take my family like everywhere. I fish. Haven't been like out with the whole family fishing yet, but I will very soon. Yeah, I like to be outside after. I like that sunlight, that fresh air, that hot air in Houston. I love the heat too. So summertime is like one of those times for me to go outside and get that was it vitamin D, right?
Yeah,
That
yes,
vitamin
sir.
D.
Yes, sir.
Need that.
Oh, now you want me to say thank you?
Please.
Okay. Well, thank you so much to both of you. Thank you, Alante, for taking the time to just share your journey, your knowledge. Like, we truly appreciate it. Endless gratitude, for real. And then, JD, thank you so much for joining us as a co-host. You know, you asked some really great questions, so we definitely appreciate your perspective, definitely.
Appreciate y'all.
Awesome. So, if anybody's interested in asking you questions about this episode or just getting in contact with you at some point, how do they reach you?
Let's see. I had to call my manager, my agent. No, let me stop. LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, Alante Pritchett. You know, if I'm not gonna say I'm the only Alante, but it's not too many. I look like this on there, so yep.
LinkedIn for me as well. So please reach out, connect, and ask me any questions. I'm always looking to connect with like-minded individuals and hear your experience and share mine as well.
And I will invite you to the Discord. The Stats on Stats Discord too. So I drag people in. I'm like, hey, come on, join this Discord. You come on, get in there.
Yes, come in and play Try Hack Me and Hack the Box with Alante and Tiffany. Get exclusive one-on-one time with them.
Perfect. For everyone who joined us for this episode of Stats on Stats podcast, we are so glad that you took the time to hang out with us, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Stay wavy.
Thank y'all.